If your Model X or Model S glove box door won't open, you can take all this trim loose. You've got your switch back in here. It could be the plug loose. You've also got the actuator motor plug here that could be loose or bad. This is what the actuator motor looks like once you get the glove box out. It's a bit of a bear. You've got some like 20mm Torx all around the outside, but you can't get to some of these without the door being opened. So it's a little bit of a bear. The best thing I would recommend is pull this trim panel loose here on the side, and that'll give you access. You don't have access on this side unless you pop it loose and take this motor out, which is possible. But for a quick workaround, this side has the same locking mechanism, and they both work and both operate on a control arm. So if you can pop that panel loose on the side and put a flathead screwdriver in here, push that plunger in, it'll actuate both sides and allow you to open up your glove box. As you can see here, when I push one side, the other side actuates as well. So pushing one side, if your control motor's got issues, one side will allow the other side to open as well. At least be able to get your glove box open. What's up, slick boy? You notice that this light is off and you're not getting any feedback response when you push it. And you've pulled this out. I went ahead and yanked this out and realized the lock actuator was fine. I fed power to it. It's good to go. The switch seems like it's fine. I jumped across it, but I get nothing. The key indicator is if you don't have any light on this switch, similar to the way your hazard switch is lit up. If you don't have any light on here and you don't have any actuation on your lock actuator, which is right inside here, right inside this divot, then your car actually has a little bit of a software glitch, and the only way to fix that is do a hard reset on it. So what you have to do is you have to go into safety, scroll down, power off the car, which will turn your MCU 1 or 2 off, and it'll turn your display off here. Then you'll go up under the hood, make sure your hood's popped. So you'll want to disconnect this fireman's loop, which is just simply a low voltage plug disconnect. Plugs in right here. One little pinch on that fella. Disconnect that first. Second, you'll come over here to the 12-volt battery line, and it is just a 13mm nut that holds your battery, which is buried under here, the 12-volt auxiliary battery. And you'll disconnect that, just leave it disconnected. I just wedged a pin in here just to make sure it's not making continuity, and leave that disconnected for, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes or so, and reverse order. Then hook that back up, hook the fireman's plug back up. Once you have those hooked back up, car will power on. You can shut your glove box, and now you'll notice this button is lit up when the car's turned on. For whatever reason, the calibration messes up on this, or there's also a lock pin for your glove box and the software glitches out on that, and you'll notice this is lit up and glove box is back to working. So it's not actually a physical problem with the lock actuator or the sensor that notices whether it's opened or closed. It's just a software glitch that needs to be reset just by disconnecting power and reconnecting power. So hope that helps.